Okay, excuse me. Um, Hi Bert, and hopefully I'm making this video for you, and maybe you can share it with your family too. Um, you know, uh, how do I even begin? I'm just not even awake at the moment. You understand that, don't you, Bert? I'm not awake. Anyways, um, this is for you and your family. Uh, how do I even begin? So I'm going to give you some videos that maybe someday you can watch. And if you feel like you can share them with your family, then share them with your family and possibly show them this video first so they can understand why you would want to share the other videos with your family. I'm going to try to keep this short. Okay, so we all know that someday we will no longer be on this earth living. Our flesh will be gone, and decay, entropy. So what happens is, do we have a spirit? And if so, what happens to it and where does it go? That's a question that we've all wondered about from the beginning of time. And so this is my whole deal. If there is an afterlife, okay, we've got three options, okay? You die, nothing happens, there is no spirit, or if there is, the spirit no longer exists. That's option number one. Atheists are along that line where there isn't even a spirit. So, okay, that's easy. Now, option number two, reincarnation. Okay, that's easy. That's a really nice idea, in fact. All right. Option number three would be there is no reincarnation, but our spirit lives forever in one of two places. Now, some people will say everybody goes to heaven. There is no such place as hell. That could be option number three. And then option number four would be there is a heaven and there is a hell. So we got to figure out which one is true. And to make this short, simple, and sweet, option number one, no problem, easy, dead, non-existent. Option number two, reincarnation, you come back over and over until somehow you reach perfection. That's a lot easier. Well, actually, the first one's the easiest. The second one, that's a little bit harder, but hey, no hell, right? Okay. And then maybe once you reach perfection, then you can go to a heaven, nirvana type situation. Okay, no problem. That's easy. Number three, everybody goes to heaven. Well, that's probably really, really easy. What's the easiest? And then the fourth is heaven or hell, which is the hardest. It's the hardest one. So, if the first three options are true, then you have nothing to worry about. But if option number four of heaven and hell is true, then you've got something to worry about. Okay? Because it doesn't matter what you believe, because facts and the truth will override your belief. Okay? So, this is about covering your bases. If the last one is true, then that would be along the lines of the Abrahamic religions: Judaism, Christianity, Islam. Now, out of all the religions in the world, there is only one religion that is not work-based. You're not working your way to heaven. Every other one is working your way to heaven. The only one that is free is Christianity. That's the only one that's free. I had my own experience of this when I asked Jesus, "Who are you?" when I was in my 20s. I have a video that explains everything. It's like an hour video. It's my testimony. I thought Jesus was some dead dude spirit that I could talk to and say, "Well, who are you, Jesus?" And he gave me answers over a 24-year period that after I was done, after 24 years, I was like, well, what does all this stuff mean that Jesus was showing me in visions and dreams? And so anyways, if you want to watch that video, go ahead. So my point is, and the video is, it'll be in a playlist that I'll make for you, or a blog or something. And the video is Grace Under Pressure, His Eternal Love Story is the YouTube title, but the video page title says The Wildly Deranged True Life Story of Crystal Logos, because Logos is my name spelled backwards, and Logos is like Logos, which is what God is. So, and Christy and Crystal is like crystal waters of the living waters. My name is Christy, which means follower of Christ. That's what my name means. My point of all this is, it is not wise to gamble against the possibility of hell. If there is a hell, you will want to go with Christianity, not Judaism, not Islam. Those are both work-based, and they do not believe that Jesus is God. I know that's a hard pill to swallow, and I didn't even know anything about Jesus except for a few things when I was in my 20s, and he told me everything through dreams and visions, which the Bible actually says in the last days people will have dreams, visions, and they will prophesy. And I actually had prophetic dreams as well. So this is very serious. There are a lot of people who are atheists, Buddhists, Muslims, witches, pagan people as well, and just other people who have hell testimonies where they had a near-death experiences and they went to hell. Now, there are counterfeit experiences of people who have near-death experiences where they experience a heaven-like place, but it's a counterfeit of Satan showing them something else while they are in hell, which is very tricky. And I actually have a video, it's not a very long video, that points that out, comparing two experiences that are very similar. So I hope that you watch these videos, and we can talk about this later if you want to, or just watch the videos, because I care very much about Bert, and I care about his family. If your family members are watching this, I care about you. And I've even prayed for some of you, which Bert asked me to do a long time ago. Um, so covering your bases is, if all you do is say, "Oh, I'm going to stick with reincarnation," and then when you die, you go, "Uh-oh, this what I believed isn't true," and then you're going to be in trouble. Now, some people think that good people go to heaven, but Jesus said there is no one good but God, because we've all fallen short. We've all done some kind of sin that goes against the perfection of God, the one who created all of this perfection. And we as humans, we messed up, and I know it's like, well, how could God do this, allow us to do this or allow suffering? It's because we shut the door in God's face at the very beginning, with the story of Adam and Eve. I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but I've been doing this for about 4 years now, because I became born again 4 years ago when I asked Jesus to come into me after he showed me all these visions over 24 years. So, please watch my testimony video so you can get an idea of this, and it'll be good. And watch the hell testimony videos as well. I also have these videos that I made for atheists, and they're really kind of funny. They're kind of shocking but funny at the same time. They're called the Ultimate God Roast videos, and those are pretty funny, and they're really artistic and animated and fun to watch. And you might get a laugh out of some. You might learn something. So, I wouldn't gamble with the afterlife and end up in where you don't want to be. It would be very bad. And so I care about you, and I love you all. And thank you for listening. And I won't take up any more of your time. And please try to make an effort to watch the videos that I'm going to add to this kind of work session, kind of study session, so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. Okay? Okay. Bye-bye. I love you all. Bye-bye. I forgot to say, sorry. I forgot to say about the Christian religion. It's also different because Jesus died. Well, actually, God comes to earth. There's 3 parts to God: the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That's the Godhead. 3 parts, 3 separate pieces to one God. Now, he came to earth to give us a second chance as a sacrificial lamb. And he died, rose from the dead. He even said, "In 3 days I will rebuild the temple," which was his body. He knew he was going to die. He knew he was going to rise from the dead on his own. And he did, which his disciples, when he went to the grave, his disciples were just denying him left and right, They didn't believe it. So when he rose from the dead, then they believed. Then they went out and they were persecuted for believing, in Jesus. And who does that, right? Who goes out and dies for a lie? If Jesus didn't rise from the dead, why would they go out and die for him? This is historical documents of the Bible. You could go to any historian, they will say, yes, this stuff really happened. Now, whether an atheist historian is going to believe that he rose from the dead or not, I don't know, probably not. But historians are going to say that the actual documents are true. So, and the way it's written is like testimonial, historical facts, not fairy tale, the way it's written. So, Jesus came, he died, he rises from the dead. That proves that he's God, and then he ascends to heaven. And he also wants a personal relationship with his creation, his science experiment. We are his science experiment, so to speak. So there are no other religions where you have a personal relationship or a guarantee that you're going to go to heaven. In Christianity, you have a guarantee if you if you give your life to Christ. You have to give your life to Him. Just say, "Take my life. You gave me life. Now take it back." If you reject Him, you will go away from Him, which is outer darkness, hell, and you don't want that. So, ugh. Anyways, I just had to add that in there. Now, there's going to be some videos up around here in just a second to show you. It's going to give you playlists that you can watch. The videos that I was talking about for you to watch, they will be in the corners of this video. So I hope you give yourself enough self-respect to open your mind to the possibilities of hell, and how, respect yourself enough to say, I don't want to go there. I'm not perfect. The number one sin is not believing in Jesus, the true God. Some people say, "Oh, well, Jesus isn't just. He's not a judge, but he is the God. God is a judge." If you reject the true God, the true Jesus, then He will say, "Okay, you're going to go into outer darkness since you don't want to be with me." That's how it works. He loves you, and He will tell you. This is Jesus talking through me to tell you these things because He loves you. Okay? So give it a chance. Don't sweep it under the rug. Give it a chance. Okay? And see what happens. All right? Okay. I love you. Bye-bye. I'm trying to stop the video here.